All right, I have one more way to show you multiplying integers in a very visual way. So we've talked about the fact that multiplying is just repeated addition, and we know that our yellow represents positives and our red represents negatives. So we are going to be using the coordinate plane in order to show you an area model for multiplying integers. So this first problem is a 2 by 8. So if you look at 2 by 8, okay, so the 2 is on the horizontal number line first. So we're going to go to 2, and we're going to go up to 8. Now, 8 is also positive, so we're also going to have that in yellow. So now, if we color in our 2 positives, and then we're going to go the opposite way, color in our 8 positives, we're going to get yellow on top of yellow. So a 2 by 8 is simple. It is 16, and it is positive. So when we have solid color on top of solid color, the answer is positive. For the next problem, we have a negative 3 times 6. So I go to my negative 3 on the number line, and then we look at positive 6 vertically, on the vertical number line. Now we're going to color in our 3 negatives. Sorry for my crude coloring. I'm certainly no artist. Now we're going to color our 6 positives with yellow. Now we have red and yellow mixed together, which red and yellow actually makes orange. On here it doesn't look very orange, but you get the concept. We're just going to call it a fictitious orange. So when we look at this, when we have 2 colors mixed, it is going to give us a negative solution. So 3 times 6 is 18, and we're getting a negative solution over here in the second quadrant. Anytime you have the 2 colors mixed, it is going to represent negative. We're going to try a couple more down here. So now we have a negative times a negative. Negative 5 times negative 4. So I go to negative 5 on the horizontal number line. I go vertically to negative 4. I find the cross section of those two. I color in my negative 4 vertically. I color in my negative 5. Now I color in my negative 5 horizontally. Now I have red on top of red. Solid on top of solid, so I have a solid black, and that is going to represent a positive solution because a negative times a negative is going to equal a positive. So my answer is going to be then positive 20 because there's 20 squares that we've colored in all together. Moving on, we have 7 times negative 9. So I go to 7 on the number line, and I go up. Now I'm going to look for negative 9. Oops, I went the wrong direction. You might do that too. It's okay, just go the other direction. We're looking for the cross section anyway. So then we look at the negative 9, and we're going to color all of that in. The negative 9 in red, and the positive 7 in yellow. Now we have a mix of the 2 colors, so we get this orange. Okay, it's not really very orange, as I said, but it is representing orange, so our answer is going to be a negative. And the number of squares that we have colored in all together is going to be 63. So my solution is negative 63. So it says, notice that some of the area models are solid in color and others are orange when you mix the colors. Solids are positive solutions while orange are negative solutions. We're going to try a few more and see if you can predict the sign before you draw it. So our next problem is negative 10 times 8. Can you make a prediction right now whether your solution is going to be negative or positive? Go ahead and jot it down right here. See if you're going to be right. All right, So we start with the negative 10. So we're going to go negative 10 over here. And we have by a positive 8. So now we're coloring our positive 8. And our negative 10. And now our solution, as you can see, we have the red and yellow together, so it will be negative. And we have a total of 80 squares colored in because it's a 10 by 8 grid. The next one is 7 times 3. Why don't you make your prediction right now whether this will be negative or positive? So 7 times 3, so I'm going to go to 7, go on up, and then 3, whoops, across. Okay, I'm going to color in my 7 positives. And then my 3 positives. And now we have a solution. And it's yellow on yellow, so it's going to give me a positive solution. I hope that you made your prediction. And it is positive 21. On to the last couple. This next one we have negative 3 times negative 9. So I'm going to negative 3. And over here to negative 9. So I'm going to color in red my negative 3 because it's negative. I'm going to color in my negative 9 in red because it's also negative. Now I have red on red, which is going to be a positive solution. So I get a positive 27. So I have 27 squares colored in all together. All right, last but not least, we have positive 6 right here. And we have a negative 1. So if I color in my negative 1, and I color in my positive 6, going the other direction. I didn't leave myself much room for coloring. So I have red and yellow together. So what is my solution going to be? Yep, it's negative. So it's going to be a negative 6. So at the bottom here, I want you to explain what you've realized in drawing out the area models for the integer problems. And what do you understand about multiplying that you did not understand before? It could be anything simple. All right, please answer that question, and then you're going to practice. Have a great day.